one of the reasons why I believe that the term black is ambiguous is that black means absence of color. I've discussed this before. Absence of color. Are we not colored people? Are we not people of color? Okay, obviously the term colored is outmoded, it is racist, it is considered to be derogatory. It is a racial slur, it is a racist racial epithet. Obviously, this is the case. Human beings are colored. We have color to us, all of us. Are there really black people? Are there really white people? Black means absence of color. If we chose not to, if we chose to not use the term Negro, then made the move to the expression black people, should we have not had better foresight? Black is, in my view, equally ambiguous as the concept of someone being colored. Every human has color to him, her. Therefore, we are all colored, but it's obviously degrading and belittling to refer to human beings as colored. So what we do is we group people into different racial categories. We say black, white. This has become acceptable. I think that in the 21st century, we ought to take it a step further. I do not think that black or white really represents human beings. I do not believe that the notion of black and white truly represents human beings. Black people generally refers to persons who are of African American ancestry, African American descent, those who are descendants from and of the continent of Africa. African American is universally accepted. So let's say hypothetically we made a move to use the expression African American as the only expression with which to refer to what we would have referred to as black people prior to this hypothetical scenario. So in other words, let's say if everyone comes to consensus and says, okay, we as African Americans now simply refer to ourselves as African Americans. We no longer refer to ourselves as being black. Because we are not black, we are more than black. We are not even black. So being more than black in and of itself is somewhat arbitrary if we really think about it. So let's just say hypothetically we make the move and now refer to ourselves as African American. How can we then refer to persons who have dark skin color as black if we've now chosen to refer to anyone who had previously been referred to as black and of African American descent as simply African American? So what is black really? What does black mean? I don't really understand why we chose to use black versus Negro. Obviously Negro, it sounds colloquial, it sounds racist. Again, it sounds obsolete and outmoded. Who would say, I am a Negro? I mean, that sounds like Uncle Tom, you know? Some African Americans joke and use the expression Negro loosely and openly in different parts of the United States, just as there are those who will use the word nigga, N-I-G-G-A. Some people find this socially acceptable. Some people who are African American will say that they find it offensive that there are those who use the term nigga and they themselves use the term nigga. So this is ambiguous. This is arbitrary. If there is to really truly be any kind of reform in this area, there would have to be essentially universal consensus with regard to how we honestly define ourselves, how we define ourselves honestly in the 21st century.